All right, y'all, here we go. 24.2 is coming. Let's get after it.
24.2 is
24.2, here we go.
a 300-meter row.
Rowing.
10 deadlifts at 185 pounds for you gentlemen.
It's gonna hurt my back.
125 for you ladies. 50 double unders.
There we go.
And it is as many reps as possible in 20 minutes.
Woo!
Gentlemen.
Wow. 20-minute AMRAP of rowing, deadlift, and double unders. All right, there you have it. 24.2 is an AMRAP of rowing, not 500 meters, 300 meters. So it's a quicker row. 10 deadlifts at 185 pounds, 125 for the ladies, and 50 double unders. This is going to be a workout that is all dependent on your ability levels. Shocker, I know. If the double unders are something that's really going to slow you down, then your goal is to accumulate as many double unders as possible using a technique that allows you to keep moving. So even if you do single, double, that's okay. You have to keep moving on these double unders, because what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to get bottlenecked in the double unders. For those athletes like maybe myself, where the double unders are easy, that's actually where you're going to be resting in this workout. 10 deadlifts at 185. Once we get into those higher, like time periods, once we get into 14, 15, 16 plus minutes, all the way to 20, the deadlifts are going to start feeling really heavy. In the beginning, they're not going to feel that heavy. But I think a huge trap a lot of people are going to fall into is they're going to go hard on the row, obviously, because that's the beginning of the workout. But then they're going to try to stay unbroken on the deadlifts. And unless you can deadlift an absolute house, it's probably going to be really smart to break this up into maybe a set of 6, set of 4. And I actually, for some people, if this is heavy, then yes, singles will be way easier. So you don't have to control the weight down every single time. It would be stand up, drop, stand up, drop, stand up, drop. And then ideally, hopefully the double unders are a rest period for you. If they're not, if double unders are a struggle, then you have to make sure that you're breaking up your double under sets into manageable sets and don't allow yourself to get super frustrated. This is a 20-minute workout. So even if you trip up a couple times, that's okay. This is a 20-minute workout. The goal is just to keep moving and not burn out. There's going to be so many people, similar to 24.1, there's going to be so many people that go really, really hard and fast in the beginning, and then their row pace, their deadlifts, everything will get really, really slow. They'll start tripping on double unders, and that's not what we want. So what we need to do is stay slow and controlled. Again, that whole mantra of like slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Go nice and slow and controlled in the beginning and try to find a pace that you can hold for all 20 minutes. And then towards the end of the workout, that's when it's pedal to the metal. Again, this is, for most people, this is all going to come down to the double unders and how proficient you are at them. If you are not proficient at double unders, then it's all about accumulating reps. If you're someone who has double unders, easy peasy, you can do 50 all day long unbroken, then the goal is how much you can pace, how fast can you go on the row and the deadlifts. The row are probably going to fatigue the same muscles as the deadlift. So it might be smart to do a squattier row to focus more on your quads so that you can use your hamstrings on the deadlift. If we're doing a really powerful stroke with our row that's primarily focused on our glutes and our hamstrings, that means like kind of keeping your hips back, then you're probably going to fatigue a lot for the deadlifts. So the goal is to manage those two movements, keep a pace that you can keep for all 20 minutes without having to slow down. And then also, this workout is pretty short sets, right? 300 meters doesn't take very long. 10 deadlifts at 185 probably isn't going to take very long for a lot of people. But how quickly are you going to be able to get in and out of the rower, get to the barbell, get to your jump rope? I'd highly suggest making sure every time you put the jump rope down, you're putting it down in a perfect view so that you don't have to untangle it every single time you pick it up. I would recommend, a big key for this is, I don't think you need to strap in for your row. It's 300 meters. This is quick. You should be on it and off it relatively quickly. A minute and a half, 2 minutes for a lot of people, that's fine. But if every single time you have to put your feet in, you strap it up, and then to get out, you have to unstrap it, you're actually wasting a lot of time. So the person that can have the tension on their foot, those straps just slightly loose, so that all I have to do is slide my feet in, row, and then pull my feet out, good to go. Don't mess around with the straps. That's going to waste a lot of time in the transition. So transitions are key. Managing your sets on the deadlift and your row pace so that you're not burning out is also key. And then the big limiter for a lot of people is this skill of double unders. Is this going to be something that you can just breeze through, or is it going to be something that you have to really, really focus on? Some people, they might only get a few double under reps. If you can't do any double unders, I still suggest going in the RX division and trying your best to accumulate double unders. Even if you have to resort to single double, or a few singles in a row and then a double under, few singles in a row, then a double under. It's a lot of work, but you'll be able to get reps in the RX division, which will place you higher on the leaderboard. One thing I do want to mention is I have a new favorite rope. So the Evo series at RX Smart Gear is absolutely my new favorite rope. So the one that I have is the Evo G2. It's absolutely unbelievably fast. And RX Smart Gear is actually sponsoring this week's Open. And it's perfect timing because I've been using this rope for the last, basically since the CrossFit Games. And this is absolutely the easiest double unders I've ever done because the cable is super lightweight and fast. I don't know if you can see this thing spinning. The bearings on this are the best bearings I've ever seen in any jump rope. It's still spinning, and it's going to keep spinning for minutes. It has the best bearings I've ever had, and literally double unders for me feel like a rest. So if you are looking for a jump rope, I think RX Smart Gear has really fast shipping. Go to rxsmartgear.com and use the code WODprep. This is my favorite rope that I've ever used in terms of being able to do double unders. If you can't do double unders, then you could maybe invest in their buff cable. Their buff cable is a heavier cable that makes it easier to control, and it's a great thing for beginners who are learning double unders. Anyway, so check out RX Smart Gear. The Evo rope, the one that I have is the Evo G2. It's unbelievable. It's not cheap, but it is absolutely fantastic, and it makes double unders for me feel like a rest. So you'll be seeing me use this in this workout. And with that, if you want the full strategy guide, I'm going to talk about the intricacies of rowing. I'm going to talk about the deadlift. Should we wear a belt? Should we not wear a belt? I'm going to talk about double unders and give you a few tips on how to accumulate sets of double unders based on your abilities. If you want all of that and more, make sure you go to WODprep.com/open to sign up for our full strategy guides. And as soon as I'm done going to shoot the full-blown video, I'll send you an email with the video, our blog post, and all the extra pieces of bonus content that will come with 24.2, including mindset tips, scaled strategy for those who are doing the scaled divisions, masters divisions if they modify things, which they probably won't modify too much. And with that, I will see you on the leaderboard. Again, WODprep.com/open, and go to RX Smart Gear's website and use the code WODprep, and you can save to get yourself the best jump ropes on the market.